Hello everyone. Today I thought I'd show you how I decorate Christmas wreaths. So I have a Christmas wreath here and I'll show you all the stuff I have on my table here. I hope you can see this. All the stuff that I have to decorate. Sometimes it's not even Christmas stuff. Sometimes it's natural stuff. And I'll pick and choose what I want. I wanted to show you how it comes. It comes as a branch, but I will not put that whole branch in the wreath. I will take the branches off of the wreath so that I put picks here and there. And sorry, I'm just going to readjust that. And so the first thing that we need to do is when you get your wreath, it's been packed in a box, most likely when you buy it. So fluff it up. So place your branches so that they look nice. And if there's a hole, that means, and you can't really fix it, that's where we're going to put our flowers. So there's a lot of spaces where we can put our flowers. So our first thing, once this is all fluffed up, or maybe is to attach, if you want mini lights. So what I've done is I've attached the mini light with a wire, and make sure that the battery you put in works, so that you can, once it's all tied up, that you don't have to go back and now your battery don't work. You have dead batteries. So that's our first step. And as you see, I went under, so it's very sturdy in here. So now I'm going to hang this back up. And I kind of put, the remote is over here. And I can reach it to put the lights on. So my lights are on. Oops. Okay, so now we're going to put our mini lights in. Some of you might prefer having 2 sets of lights in there. Me, I only have one, so it's only one that's going to go in. Actually, I also wanted to thank my sponsor, which is Spatchex. I used to work there, and they allowed me to take all this beautiful inventory and do a tutorial. And after that, this wreath is going to be on sale, and they have 30% off right now on all their Christmas decorations. So this is great. So whoever would like to buy this, they can. It's no labor, actually, even. So you're paying for just the decorations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in. The wire, if you end up seeing your wire a little bit, it's okay, because we're going to hide everything. So actually, I think I would have needed 2 sets of lights in here to make it really, really nice. But I only have one, so one it will be. So I put it on. It's much easier to put your lights on once they are lighted up, just like your Christmas tree. Okay, so as you see, I didn't put straight. My wire is all curvy, so some lights are in front, some lights are in the back. Okay, so now I'm going to put it off. That's done. Okay, so now our flowers. I decided to do a winter wonderland. So all my decor is going to be in the white and silver for this one. And I like to place my major, I always have a major big flower, and I don't like to put it in the middle. I like to put it sideways on the top, but always sideways, whichever way you want. And I'm not gluing anything right now. I only glue once I've put everything on. I glue at the end. So now my first flower is in. Now I'm keeping in the whites or off-white. So now I'm gonna put, and when you decorate, you always put flowers, except the major one, in groups of 3s. So I'm gonna put one over here. It's almost in the middle, but it won't matter because I'll see after. I'm gonna put one over here. As you'll see, our wire is gonna start to disappear. And I'm gonna put one. They don't have to all show. One over here. So now this is the start. So now, as I was telling you, they come in a pick like that. Well, I'm not gonna put a big branch like that in it. Look at that. What I did is I took all of this apart. I just tore it down. It's all wired for us to use. So I'm gonna take it all apart and put branches here and there. And it's not all Christmassy stuff. Like this is a fern, been sprayed with snow, with white. That's okay. These berries and the apricot. So this I'm not sure if I'm gonna use a pine cone because I only have one unless I find some more. But for now, I'm gonna work with this. So I took one apart already. So I'm gonna start putting these branches here and there. And what it gives you a point of interest. Like they don't see this one has not as much snow. That's okay. And sometimes I like to create a visual thing like that, and sometimes not. So, see, I'm putting one there. It's all about what your eyes sees. So, put one over here. Like I say, I'm not gluing anything until I'm completely done. Then I'll take one by one and glue it. And these are, a wreath like that is a wreath that's better in the house for my taste. I tried mine on my door a few years back, and the wind took it and just blew it right out in the driveway. It actually, a couple of flowers and leaves popped out, so I had to re-glue it. So that's why I don't put mine outside. It's an indoor wreath. And this, you play with it. You know, I'll be putting so much stuff that I might take something out and put something else back in instead. Even if there's a flower here, I can go put something in there. Okay, so I have 5. So working group of 3s, of 5, 6 even could have done that. These little berries, do I want to use them? I try to use everything that's on the branch, because that way you bought it, you know it's not wasted. See, the berries, I only have 2. I'm still going to use it. If it works for me, I'm going to use it. Okay, now I'm going to use, do I want to add that? Yeah, I think I will. So, I'm going to show you how I take it apart. And by the way, the little mini light is this. It's silver string lights, also everything from Spatchx. So when I take this apart, I take one and I just pull. Sometimes they're very hard. So that one I can't, so I'm going to cut it. I want to be careful not to damage it. So take my pliers and cut. There we go. You're going to see that. And I'm going to take another one. Sometimes they're easy to pull, but sometimes they've been so, this one kind of has, seems like it has a gloss. It's plastic. So I think that's why it's all been plastified together. This one's a little bit bigger. Look, I'm trying to... You know, and if you don't like the place where you've put it, it's not glued, so you can change it. So right now I'm trying to just put a bit of stuff here and there. I still have my branch. I can go and put some more in if I want. You want to see it. See that wire's still showing, but once I'm done, it won't show. Nothing's going to show because I'm going to push it in. Okay. Now, I have these flowers that I think I'm going to put in. We'll see. If I don't put it in that one, then I have another wreath that I'm going to do. Not on video, but I will show it after. So I just, whoops, I pulled it off and I pulled everything off. Okay, that I'll glue back in so I don't lose the flower. Actually, what if? There we go. Works better without a wire. So for me to be able to get to the next flower, I'm just going to pull down on the leaves. And I'm going to use these leaves. And I pull down. This one came out. Pull. I like these ones here because I can do that. See, everything's coming apart. It's coming out. Because it's just like a paper around all this stuff. There we go. So my branch is completely done. So now I have my 3 flowers. Actually, I have a tiny one here. I'm going to put it over there. And this one, I might just come and put it here. Okay. Or there. Okay. That works for me. Now, I can put some pine cones. Sometimes your pine cones might not stay, but it has a wire. I could wire it if I wanted to, just for it to stay. And it doesn't have to everything face up. It can face down or sideways. There's a branch here with a pine cone. All my mind wants to say is cocottes. Okay. There. I have another pine cone coming. This was a branch of something we've used in the past. Okay. Might put some brown here. Like that. These here are very cool. But, yeah, I might use that over here just to show you. So I'm going to take the tag off and pull it. See, this one I can't. So I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm going to cut. Holding on to it. Here we go. Just going to cut them as I need them. And sometimes I like to go in the back like that. And we're going to put stuff here so it's going to hide. I'm going to cut this one also. Put one where my flower is. Another one. Cutting it. Oh, this one's a little bit sturdier. Put one over here. So see what's going to happen? Okay, so the flowers are not glued, so here we go. Sometimes it's fun to just add, and then edit. Yeah, I like lots of stuff on my wreaths. I find it, I don't know, it fills it up and makes it more interesting because you have lots of stuff to look at. So I'm going to put another one over here. You'll see we're going to put leaves in it. Or. And actually, I could put it right where my flower is. Give it interest. So I'm banging. See, has a long tail. I'm going to cut that when it's time to make it, when I finalize the look. Okay, so now my leaves. All the leaves that we took out when we took out these flowers, I'm going to put them in. It's going to help hide. So here we go. And I'm going to take a flower like that apart. And I'm going to take the petals and put the petals here and there also. See, it has a long wire, so I'm just going to bend it for now, and I'll cut it later. Yeah, that's the front. And everything's wired, so you can play with it, which is really nice. That's why I suggest that you buy wired leaves, wired flowers. I won't have any ribbon. Usually I like to put strands of ribbon. I cut my ribbon and I put it in instead of trying to put a ribbon all over. Some green there. I have more leaves. Doesn't mean that I'm going to use all the leaves that were there. But, oh, look at that one. Look how iridescent it is. So I'm going to end up probably cutting it very low because I'm going to glue it and stick it in. See, when you add different colors of different things, everything starts to pop. Like, well, this is dark, but, you know, some leaves are like this lime green. See? I like that. I like that a lot. A lot. Okay. Now I want to go into my white. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's very sparkly. And so I'm going to take it apart. I'm gonna leave it as a branch like that. I'm gonna leave it long just in case of where I want to put it. You can put stuff facing towards the middle also. So, could be upside down, and it can go towards the middle. See, it's also wired, so, you know. Gonna take another strand out. Oh, that is so pretty. Over there. Another strand. So I just took another strand apart. I'm going to twist them together so that they stay together because I pulled the strand out. So twist it up. And I'll put it over here. There'll be stuff over stuff like the cocoons. So see, there's a visual interest here. Okay. Look at this big branch. Again, I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to use these balls. They're going to look nice in a wreath. Like I say, this is how I do my wreaths. Lots and lots and lots. This is very hard to pull. Like, it's plastified, so I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take it apart as I go. Okay. So now this white is going to add some interest because it's white. So here we go. Oh, these branches are, I'm going to have a hard time cutting them. But you know what? You can cut anything, you know. If you can't have someone give you a hand to cut it. Now I'm almost at the end because these branches are very, very well made. Okay. I might even break it more apart. Let's see. Now, I like it because I can play. There's nothing that tells me it has to go there. Sometimes I create and I find, oh, I don't like that over there. So I change it because it's not glued. Okay. And this wreath was a 24-inch wreath. Depends on the room that you want. So say you find it too wide, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. Say I moved stuff, so my flower fell. Stick it back in right away so that way I know where it was. Here, got it. Got it. Yay. Okay. Over there. There. White gives it a pop. I think now, I had this, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's already broken, so I'm gonna try it and see if I can use it since it was broken. I'm gonna cut the wire a little bit. I find the wire a little bit too long. Maybe on this side, the way it curves. Well, I like that. Okay, Again, even these here, you know, I can use that. You try to use everything that you can. Everything that came with the branch. Again, I will cut the wire. Look how long that wire is. I'm gonna cut it about here. Take some out. So see, it's layers in front of layers in front of layers. And that's what makes it so nice, is all those layers together. So this one, I cut it off. So here we go. So I might change that a little bit. Oops, pulling my lights out. So instead, I might be careful not to lose my flower and just push my wire in the back and put it like that. So they kind of go like that. Doesn't have to, but you know. And this I can pull out. Wow, this is starting to look amazing. I don't know if you see what I see, but okay, so now I think I'm not gonna take the rest of my stuff except for the flower that I've put away. I'm gonna come and get. There's a couple of flowers that I could use. I'm gonna show you. There's this flower. I could go put some leaves. Oh, this one is beige. I don't want beige. And this is this petal. So I'm gonna start destroying this one here, taking it apart. So I'm gonna pull it. Oh, that one's very, very sturdy in there. It's very, very hard. It's paper wrapped, but still. Maybe I'm starting with the wrong leaf, the wrong petal. Gotta be careful because it's paper. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them. I don't want to damage. It's like rice paper. And what I'm gonna do is just gonna come and put some to fill the holes. And it kind of brings everything together. And because I'm working in white and silver, usually I like to put like different leaves, which I might still do. And you don't place them all like the same way. This one's a little bit turned on the side. Just gonna keep going. I'm gonna use up the whole flower most likely, so that I can fill some holes. See, some are kind of facing downwards. That's okay. You know, it's the look, the visual interest that I'm looking at. It kind of, I'm gonna put that one there, it's too close. There we go. I might just want one more, because I don't like to put all the same thing. I like to have a variety when I do that. Okay. You'll see me fussing. This is also wired, by the way. There's a wire all around it. Okay, I want different leaves now. I'm a little bit limited in my leaves. I wonder if I could use that. Is it silver or is it gold? I think it's gold. Okay, I'm not going to use that because it's gold. Okay, there's still stuff left from the other things I took apart. So I'm just gonna keep going with that then. So I want to fill the holes. It's actually what I would have liked is to have different kinds of leaves. You know, maybe a silver leaf. That's what I would have liked. But I don't have any silver unless I use little bits of this. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Instead of that, put this in. It's the same color as the other flowers, so that's okay. I'm gonna cut. Oh, I need my big pliers to cut. You know, they come in a big strand also. So I'm gonna cut about here. And I'm gonna come and put it right here. Gonna cut another one. No, 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 no. That, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe that goes there. That looks pretty over there. Okay. Okay, so I kind of say that my wreath is done. Do I want to add more? Yeah, I could do that. These are pieces from that I've used. No, I don't want it to look like picks coming out. It's I want it to look like it belongs there. A little bit more maybe. Okay. Okay, and I see that I have a spot that I can add something right here. I'm gonna bend this because the wire is very thin. Okay. I think this looks pretty amazing. Okay, I have more leaves. So I'm gonna go down here. So it's not much. It's adding a leaf here, a little thing there. And first, this fell off from one of those things. So if I can use it, I'll put it in. And then that's it. That's how I do my wreaths, and I play around with it, and I like it. So then I'll start gluing. I'm not gonna show you how to glue. It's just gluing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day.